Ha! Let's see.
This is how it is.
We are here because that's how it is.
Are we?
Well, we don't have Matt, so he had to play the theme because the theme needs to be there on Fridays.
Yeah,
But
I had
it's
to
better
play
when he
the theme
sings
'cause
it.
I prefer when Meth does the
Oh,
teen
it's
thing.
the better version.
Thanks.
He's taking your theme and elevates it. Okay?
Hot Fuzz, what's that about? Is it about eating peaches in the summer when it's hot? Nothing.
I don't know. Summer
Hi,
heat
Bill.
and fuzz makes me think of mold, not peaches.
That movie's awesome.
What movie? Brand New Day?
No. Hot Fuzz.
Well, of course it is. It's part of the Coronado trilogy. You've got
Cornetto.
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and I don't know. I've never eaten one.
Yes, you have.
Hot Fuzz is the second film, and the third film is at World's End, and I love all three of them. In fact, I was talking with Lauren earlier. We were talking in the living room, and she's a fan of that one too. She loves Shaun of the Dead. And I said, what I loved about that is it was kind of their first big thing outside of that show they did about the apartment or whatever it was called, where it was Nick Frost, Simon Pegg, and the girl, the blonde girl. And she's in the movie Shaun of the Dead too. She is his doppelganger, female doppelganger. And when you see her halfway through the film, she has the exact same number of people following her, and they all match the same people in Sean's group. They look like them and they act like them. It's funny as hell.
Yeah. I have choice words for her acting.
Who?
Jodie
acting?
Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker, she's fine. She does a fine job in this. This is back when she was likable. I didn't have a problem with her until after she joined Doctor Who. And my problem with her in that is her acting is so flat, and she seems
this one too.
She walks around with her mouth open all the time. She's like not like that. Yeah. She's walking around like all the time with her mouth up, and it's fucking weird.
I blame the direction or the production.
There's so many things that went wrong with that show. Production values dropped. The effects went up. Oh, the effects are good, so come watch it for the visual effects. It's not why we watch Star Trek either. You could put $1 billion worth of great special effects, but all you're doing is you're trying to dress up a turd. It's still a fucking turd. And people won't show up for that. I'm sorry. The numbers started tanking.
Oh, but that's only because we are all bigots. Not by the quality of the show. No.
Brand New Day is not just a Spider-Man movie. It is also the name of a great song by Sting.
What?
Yeah.
Who's...
Andy's here too, I see. There's Andy. What are you saying what to?
Nothing at all.
Oh, I thought you said meth.
No, that's later. Never before the show.
Yeah, when I was at that band, I'm like, I got mad one time and I decked my lead singer guitarist because he got high during a gig, and I'm like, don't do that during a gig, man. It's not pro. That's amateur. And apparently me punching him in the face. Well, it led to Danny Martellino looking at me going, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Why would you hit a hippie?
Hippies deserve to be hit.
I was used to being in like punk bands, and there's a lot of things thrown at each other, punches thrown, and I played in bands with my friends, and we would fight. And not in that band. And I love the guy. He was a really sweetheart of a guy. I did apologize. He accepted it, but that was the end of the band. That was the end of the band. He couldn't continue because he was making me mad all the time. Because he would. One time I caught him. He had taken a razor blade and cut a little slit right here in his forehead, and put a blot of acid, LSD,
God
inside
damn.
the cut, and then put a bandana on. And he started like tripping balls, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" I haven't watched the Naked Gun movie yet. I heard the third act is a letdown. I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't watched it myself either.
Which one? Oh, Naked Gun. Oh, I need to see that one.
Ditto. I want to see it. I heard that it's
any of them.
I've heard that it's very funny for people who actually enjoy, comedy.
So Anima's gonna hate it.
I agree with you.
Wait.
Boyega is better
Second
in this film than he was in Finn.
No, it's his second best role. His best role is a gang-related movie. It used to be on Netflix, and they took it out. What?
I've never seen anything other than Star Wars with him. Disney Star Wars and.
Okay, let me look for the name of the movie. That is a really good movie.
What year? And then I'll tell you if I want to see it or not.
That was after Finn.
Okay, then I don't want to see it because if I know what it is. And he said some shit that pissed me off while making
No.
Shit.
Believe me, I still liked him when he did this movie. I mean, as a person, not as an actor. As an actor, I still like him.
Bill Barkley says Assassin is really good on Amazon Prime. Assassin, what is that about? Let me go look it up real quick.
Oh no. Okay, I was mistaken.
Yes, this is the one with Keely Hawes and Freddie Highmore, the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie. He also is the Asperger's doctor.
Okay. The movie that I was talking about is called Imperial Dreams, and yes, it's from 2014, so 1 year before.
Then I might like it because I didn't like it. I don't like anything from him after he got a fucking racist attitude. It's all about color, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with you, man. It's about people. It's about humans. It's the human story, and if you're focused on just race, you're missing the big picture.
In this movie, there's some things like that too. His character is something like that.
Well, they throw something into this movie too, which is he and his little thug buddies mug this white girl, but then later, she condemns what he does because he says, "If I'd known you lived here, I wouldn't have done that." And she goes, "It shouldn't make a difference where I live."
What am I referring to is when he says his conspiracy theory that the aliens are sent, the creatures are sent by the government,
by white people. Yeah, the white government
to kill the blacks. That was
And that sounds like something he would actually fucking say, because I've heard him spout off some stuff that I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, lighten the fuck up. Hey, it's Eli Cortez. What is going on? And I liked him as Finn in the first film. I thought he was one of the best parts of the first film.
Yeah, I hate how they turned him into a clown after.
Well, this is the problem. I said, this movie is only going to be good if what comes after it is good. If they fuck that up, this movie's ruined. Because all that movie is a setup for other stuff to happen. And if they don't follow the path correctly, They did have a plan. They threw it away. And they screwed up.
You know,
and also, it's a huge mistake killing Harrison Ford, Han Solo in that first movie. Everybody knew that you needed to get those three together for one time.
yeah,
Then
you
kill
could
Han Solo.
you could have the kid. You could my tongue is in nuts. You could have killed him if previously you reunite the three of them during the movie. But man, that was a dumb choice. Not have the three of them together.
It was. And I was happy that they brought Lando back, but I didn't care.
Murph!
I ended up watching that movie, the third one, just for shits and giggles, so I could say I'd seen it. And God, it was so hard to watch. It was bad. Was Meth here?
Meth, yes. Well, about that third movie, I can only say is the dumbest movie I ever seen. But it's not
bad.
but it's not as offensive as the previous one.
Oh, the middle one's just stupid. That whole going to the gambling planet was dumb. Hi, Mephisto. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Meph.
Heard you're having a rough day. We love you, man.
Yeah, Bill. The thing is, the way the movie ends, there's no chance for a sequel.
It's not
They
needed,
solved-
no.
They solved the
ended.
problem.
Yeah, that's
all
the
dead.
end of the trilogy. The way they ended
No.
it.
Attack
The third
the
film
block.
was unnecessary.
Attack the block is what he's saying.
I'm talking about Star Wars.
Well, we are trying to get to the topic of the show, you know.
I know, but we were talking Star Wars. And
Yes.
that's what I was responding to is Star Wars,
I
that
know.
the second film ruined it. And I said, well, it didn't ruin it. It ended it. It ended the trilogy before it got their trilogy. And that's because Ruin Johnson can't write worth a shit. He's a terrible writer. So anyway, going back to Attack the Block, I like the first film. We do have a green light for a second film. They are proceeding with it right now, connected to it. All I know is the writer-director, and what's his name that played Finn?
John Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega, the way you said it, Jumbo Ega.
Boyega.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying Jumbo Ega. Jumbo Ega.
But what would the story be? They're all dead. Are they sending a
Yes,
second wave?
I don't see how.
Yeah. I don't
Wait,
think
what are you
that
talking
the
about
second
now?
needed.
Yes,
Attack the block.
Oh, the aliens are dead. You're not telling me
Yeah.
who's like, who do you mean is dead? Oh, the aliens are dead. Well, that's
Yeah.
that one batch. I'm sure there are more coming. Because they travel on waves. So
After
it might
10
take
years?
a few years. Yeah, it might take a few years, maybe a decade or two before the next wave hits. And
I wouldn't go back to a planet that is
I
so
would not have it,
brutal
of
to
course,
them.
take place in the same apartments. That would be absurd. But you have this kid that's had, experience with these things, and it's sort of like what they should have done with Predator 2, that Danny should have sought out the help of the survivor of the first Predator film, which is originally one of the plans, was that Dutch would make that appearance and help figure out how to fight these things. And but they ended up nickel and diming it, and so Arnold didn't come
Dutch
back.
is in a prison in Area 51, my friend. He won't see the
Yeah,
light of day.
Yeah, just I call bullshit on that, and it's like Dutch is somebody that they would seek out. The military would have working with that team that they have Gary Busey on. I'm like, Dutch would be in charge of that fucking group.
No, he's in prison. He can never see
No,
the
there's
light
no
of
reason to
day
imprison
again.
him. No reason to imprison him. There's no reason. There's zero reason to imprison him.
The aliens, the
Writing
aliens
wise,
coming to
there's
kill
no
us.
excuse for that. That's bad writing. If somebody wrote that he was in prison, I would turn to them and go, "You are a terrible writer," because Gary Busey should not be in charge of that fucking group. That should be run by Dutch. Problem is, they would have to kill Dutch at the end of that film because they killed Gary Busey's character when that thing comes through the fucking trailer. for him.
Well, I don't see Dodge heading a group like that because they have to be spook.
They would have to
Only
be. They would have to be top notch, and which is what's funny because if you listen to any guys like I do that are former operators, that they love that movie Predator, but they're like, man, those guys are not fucking special forces. They don't act like they don't, man their weapons the way special ops do. It's like you don't just fucking fire into the jungle. There's no full automatic. And I've said this before. I've never known anybody in special forces that other than firing suppressing fire ever fired full automatic. They're always single shot, and it's usually you'll hear what sounds like a 3-shot burst, but that's actually good trigger management because they know how to squeeze and fire quickly. Badlands director stated he wants Dutch to appear in a future movie. Well, they show him now in the special edition cut, and I'm like, why is that special edition? Because all it does, it adds 2 more people. You've got Danny Glover, and you've got Dutch, Arnold on ice on that planet.
Really?
And yeah,
the
they're on
animated
ice.
movie.
Yeah.
I only
At
see
the
the
end, while they're doing the credits, you see Danny Glover's character and Arnold Schwarzenegger's character.
Oh,
in
I
ice.
only saw the Indian girl. I have to rewatch it now.
That's the original, and then the special edition has a cut to
Oh.
that, and it's like, oh, so you add additional 5 seconds, and it's a special cut. There's no reason they didn't have it in the first one, other than to try to do this, and it's stupid. They should
Oh,
have done it.
don't you think
first
maybe
cut.
they secured their appearance in the future and now they are hinting at it?
Oh, look, man. If they hadn't secured it before they made that movie, they were idiots. They should have secured that. Arnold, if they do another animated film, he should voice Dutch because it would be neat to see Dutch younger going against.
I don't want
these
another
guys.
another animation.
I don't mind it. I like the animation.
Ah,
I prefer live action, but Arnold's old. There she is, one of the single worst, not the worst. Hawk Tui is the worst one. But
now,
she was really pretty bad.
okay.
I tried to watch that first season. Oh my god, she was awful. Every time something was happening, she's walking around with her mouth open.
Yes, but I have to disagree with you on this movie, on her performance in this movie, because her fear looks exactly like her anger and looks exactly like her indignation. She has no range. I'm sorry, she has no acting range.
I'm calling back a couple of scenes where I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because when I like the way she has that look on her face when she starts to leave them and then she hears the aliens and she's like, that look where she's looking back and forth, I'm seeing the decision being made that I'm safer with these guys than I am going on my own. And she goes back to them. But I don't think she's really good at fear anyway. Well, it's one of the best things about the film is what they did for these monsters.
This goes with this comment because other than doing it green screen and imagining the monsters, actually having them there in the room just gives the whole scene a different feel. And they said they were described the monsters, how they were going to look like, and then they shot the first scene, and holy shit, is this different?
Well, they intentionally shot them. They intentionally shot them in silhouette, and the inspiration for this was the director remembered his Ralph Bakshi with the way he rotoscoped a lot of the creature effects from Lord of the Rings, the animated Lord of the Rings, and he wanted to kind of do that, and so he made sure to do a lot of backlighting on these, though they were front lit on some things. You can see side lighting and key lighting on them. But the fact is because they were somewhat silhouetted, there was always a backlighting with them. It made it easier for the effects guys to come in. It was a French company. And they went in and basically cut out their bodies to where there is zero light on their fur to begin with. And then through manipulation, they added the additional spiky looking fur to each one of them. So, and that would kind of remind me of Critters. That kind of remind me of Critters, and I kind of like that. I also like the fact that these animals move like apes, and come to find out,
Yeah.
the guy who did the training for this and did the main alien, or did the main aliens that you would see moving and fighting, is one of the guys that worked on Planet of the Apes under Tim Burton. And I will tell you, that's the one thing I liked about that movie was the visual effects. I love the visual effects, and I love the action of the apes in that movie. Faces looked blacked out. And what they did is they blacked them out to where it looked like they were that absolute black that doesn't reflect light. And that enhances the teeth. And then they went in with CG artists, another team went in there and added worked on the mouths to give their mouths a little more animation. The teeth did light up, by the way. Again, Anima brought this up earlier, that it was inspired by those vampire fangs from when I was a kid. They were hollow, and you fit them over your top and bottom teeth, and they were connected at the back, so you could do this with them. And you put them under light, and you could run out in the dark, and they would glow that green-blue color, which was really fucking cool. And that's what they did, and they ended up just lighting the teeth. They had their individual lights for the teeth. And the one thing they had to do is because there's a little peek hole at the back of the throat where the actors were able to see out. It's either they were able to see out there or they could see out of the neck. But the problem was the heads needed to be down a lot, so they needed to be able to see out of that mouth, and they would use the roars as an excuse for them to look out and see where they're at, to make sure
they would also have an
earwig.
earwig. The director would give them directions over the in-ear piece, but the thing is, it was so loud inside these costumes once the head was on.
Yeah, because there's so many servos inside this head that are working the jaws and everything, and oh my god, you know.
But the guys never complained. So the other actors didn't complain because they were out in the cold and freezing, because the dudes in the suits were fucking hot and cooking in there.
Also want to point out that some of the cast were kids. Yeah. And they were absolutely shit scared of these guys when they got into their character, the aliens. When they started doing the alien thing, they said it was pretty freaky. And the one that scared the shit out of them most was the female alien. And because it looked disgusting, because it didn't have the fur. It was all pale skin. Yeah. And the little dwarf lady that played that creature was very physical, very heavy. And what's his name that plays the main character in it had absolute trouble wrestling with her.
Now we have Sander Hammerschlag from the beginning. Good. Wait for it.
Oh, get it out of the way then.
Don't.
Wait a minute. No. Say it correctly. It is in the Blakadakadaka Street. Not Bakalakadaka, but Blakadakadaka.
Okay, let me. Oh, is it not here? There you go.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
You see? You didn't wait for the mid-show, and now you spend it.
That's called wasting your money shot right at the beginning.
Yeah, the actress was laughing about it in an interview, how the guy was like, she's a lot heavier than I thought, and she was laughing her ass off at that.
Yeah, she's like, you're not supposed to say that to a girl.
She had fun playing that because they had
Bill.
They had a camera team doing backstage shots, and she was like all excited, asking the director, "Can I do the walk? Can I do the walk?" And then she walks all funny in her costume without the head. They had fun making this, and
she wagged her ass. Yeah,
yeah.
She says the aliens got back.
Okay, that's a good one, Bill. I liked what you did. So for you,
Cowboy, check around and see if there's a back door.
Yeah.
So once again, this is the same production company that did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, alongside working with Film 4 and the UK Film Council, which bugs me. The UK Film Council is a government-funded company, and that's bullshit. You shouldn't have that in independent filmmaking, government involvement. I'm against that shit. And Britain's polluted with that crap. But the other company is Studio Canal. They worked as the distributor. Okay, I thought you were going to say something. I'll go ahead and continue.
Yeah,
So the plot
continue.
Okay, so the plot was inspired by an event where the director was mugged himself. And after adding the science fiction angle into the plot, Joe Cornish interviewed various kids in youth groups in order to find out what kind of weapons they would use if a real alien invasion occurred. The director wanted to counter the trend of hoodie horror films, which demonized youths in the urban areas, and instead turned them from thugs to heroes by the end of the film, which I thought that was really clever. I thought it was clever. Filming Attack the Block is set in a fictional neighborhood. Set in the film to be located in Stockwell, District of London. It is actually a composite of various council estates across London. Director Cornish explained, "We wanted to stamp a clear layout on the audience's minds early on, and since we couldn't show an aerial shot of the estate as it doesn't exist, the way we show it is by showing this from this top shot of the map at the very beginning of the film." And by the way, that shot, if you pay attention to it, is a huge homage to Star Wars, which it's just before this scene right here, where it starts on the building and slowly pans down the building, which looks like a spaceship slowly moving. And then the foreground building comes up, and then we come to the map. And then we slowly, like they do with the I just forgot the term, where they slide from a scene to a scene. It's
rotoscope?
No, when you slide from one scene to another scene.
Slideshow?
No. In the movie Star Wars, where it wipes, it does a wipe. You are so throwing wrong things at me. I'm trying to come up with the word wipe, and you're throwing all these other things. I'm like, no, buddy, not a fade. It's a wipe. And the way they do it in the movie is they use that map as a wipe to move into these two right now running into each other underneath the building. And the other thing that's really neat is in that wipe, if you look closely at the map, everything on that map, all the names, the street names, and even including apparently the building's name, are all English science fiction authors, including there's Arthur C. Clarke, what's his name that wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. His name is on there. I saw a few of them I knew, H.G. Wells, but then Wayland is the name of the apartment building. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. Never read anything by Wayland. But all the streets in the building are named after science fiction authors. And then it wipes to the left, and now we are in the scene. Douglas Adams. So this is, this is clearly made by somebody who loves Star Wars. And I feel bad for him because he got to be in the last Star Wars movie by Kathleen Kennedy, and which is a terrible, terrible movie, but he wanted to be in a Star Wars movie, so he got it. She wanted to be in a Doctor Who series, and she got that. Yeah, she went from being mildly cute to annoying. Yeah, Jodie Whittaker. She was also in another series I liked called Broadchurch with David Tennant, another Doctor Who actor. And it was a good. The first season was really good. Everything after it was garbage, proving once again that some writers, Benny Weiss and what's his name, that did Game of Thrones, and Chris Chibnall, who did Broadchurch, are good at adapting, but they're not good at making up stuff. They're terrible writers. This kid is one of the best characters in the movie right here.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the one thing that bothers me. All these kids are like under 16, except for, well, technically, the lead character, and but he is in the movie under 16. He's 15 in the movie.
Yeah. Oh man. When the movie starts, and for most of the movie, even though he's the protagonist, I despise his character until they gave you that twist. Oh my god, he's only a misguided little kid.
Yeah, he's just a
And
kid trying to be a grown-up in a gangster
yeah.
world. And then you've got the actual psychopath gangster in this movie.
Mm.
And it's built up. It's like, who's going to kill him first? The gangster or the
Or the
fucking
creature.
aliens? And it's a race to who kills the main character. What's
Moses.
his name? Moses. Yeah, John Boyega's character. And because he's doomed. He is doomed because the main gangster doesn't like him and wants him dead. And he's got female alien
Pheromones.
pheromones on his body that you can't see at first, but you discover later he's covered in female pheromones, and that's why they're being chased. Because they realize halfway through the film, no, 3/4 of the way through the film, that these things are just fucking horny. And if you're not the female, they're just going to kill and eat you. And all they want is to mate with that female. This is a race of female.
This one kid saw a documentary on TV, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, what if they are just like that? And they are.
Yep.
Sending the female in first to see if it's appropriate breeding ground, and then sending pheromones all over the place for the males to find her and find the place. Pretty brilliant.
Yeah, the problem is that he killed the female in hand-to-hand combat. And he got covered in all that shit.
Yep.
The bird's eye view is also referred to as a skyscraper view, where you're looking down on things and seeing everything. And yeah, bird's eye view.
Oh, like you do on me?
And by the way, they intentionally built, lit this building this way because they wanted really harsh contrast. That way, the aliens it was more easier to black out the aliens' fur later. And by the way, I love the chase scenes in this. It is an exciting movie. They have great action scenes. Now, a lot of people know who that guy is. I'm a big fan of this guy. And he and his brother are both actors, and they look almost identical. And it's Luke Treadway. And Luke is better known for movies like Streetcar Named Bob, independent stuff, not very well known. But his brother, Harry Treadwell,
are they the twins that you showed me?
Because, yeah. And the other brother is known because he starred in that Stephen King series about the smiley face killer, serial killer. And the show didn't get canceled. The network collapsed. And the hope is that the show will get eventually picked up by somebody else, but it's not looking good. It's been too long. And it's got what's his name? Gleason, Irish actor.
No,
his son was in the Star Wars sequels. There he is, Brendan Gleeson.
Oh,
Brendan Gleeson. And Gleeson is the old retired Irish cop who failed to catch the serial killer. And then the serial killer comes back, and it's a psychotic show, and it's really good. And his twin brother, the guy there on the right, plays the serial killer in it. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Bill, I've given up on Doctor Who. They have to win me back. I'm not going back. I've been watching since I was a little kid. Fuck them. Fuck the BBC. Fuck Sony. Fuck Disney.
Well,
And of course, there's Nick Frost playing the local hash and weed slinger.
he spent the whole movie super high.
All of them are pretty much high throughout the movie. That was something I was troubled by because these are fucking kids, and it bugs me when you see kids.
I
doing
mean,
that shit.
they have a fucking weed room in that building. Who
Yeah.
has that?
No, I said Brendan Gleeson. It's not Brandon, it's Brendan Gleeson. He's the dad. And the other one's it's Domhnall
Somehow.
Gleeson. Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson is this one son. He's got two sons that are actors.
Yes, Meth. He was close, but he didn't. Thank God.
Brendan Gleeson is just an amazing actor. I would watch him in anything. Trying to remember his other kid's name. Rory. Is that it?
Check
Rory.
in.
Rory Gleason. I think Rory Gleason is the other actor. The one I know. God knows he's fucking Irish Catholic. He's probably got 12 or 15 kids. But those are the two I know. I'm pretty sure it's Rory. And Rory
Yes.
and
they are
Domhnall did some comedy together.
there are 4 siblings: Brian, Fergus, and Rory.
Yeah, I don't know those two, but I know Rory and I know Domhnall. And the funny thing, Domhnall is one of the funniest, one of the most watched videos on YouTube was where he says, "I've really got to go to the bathroom," and they're like, "Well, here's a Coke bottle." He's, okay. Then he grabs it, and then the two in the front are talking, and then he goes, "I don't know if it's going to fit in here, but I'm going to try." And you realize he's squatting in the back seat to take a shit inside
my
the Coke bottle. It's so fucking funny. I was caught so off guard by that. It's like, oh my God, he didn't need to pee, he needs to shit. Do it in the Coke bottle.
Yes, it would be nice if he stated that first, what its real intention.
Yep. This guy is an absolute psychopath character. Really well acted by this kid. He's good in his
Yep.
part. He is all into the gangster life, and he keeps like singing and playing that same fucking, song about get your gun and shoot him, you whip him. It's like, yeah, he's so into this life, and he is pissed at Moses because he thinks
Because
that
Moses-
Moses. ahead.
Because he crashed his car. That's all. He wants
Yep.
to kill him for an accident. That's his whole motivation. Piece of.
So
work.
you have these aliens all on a collision course, and this gangster all on a collision course with poor old Moses.
Yeah. And Bill,
for
they kind
him,
of crash land.
yep.
They don't just fall out of the sky, but they don't really properly land because their vehicles are done.
And by the way, the car where the female alien lands on top of it and comes out of it, destroys the car. That's Treadwell's character's car. He walks
No,
in,
he's dad's.
well, it's his
It's his
car that
dad's
he's
car.
driving. While you're driving, it's your car. But yeah, it's his dad's car. But you are correct. But it's still his car, and he's freaking out about it. It's like, oh my God, how am I going to tell my dad this? It's like, oh shit. Well, it's an alien invasion, so you got that going for you.
Here he is watching that documentary on TV.
And he
But
gets
later
way too
this
fucking high. He is
Oh,
so
yeah, but
fucking big.
The thing
to
is,
this
the
movie.
information's stuck, and he pulls it out of his brain at the right
Oh.
moment later.
Having been around a lot of people while they're high, they're still smart people, but it really takes a while for them to retrieve that information, like old people, like me, when I'm trying to remember something. They're
You
like
said it
that.
for me. I was going to say like you, Gary.
Because nobody can shit on me better than me when it comes to
I'm
Now,
pretty
shit about
now
close.
forget the whole alien thing. Imagine telling to someone, "Look, I was driving your car on a freaking meteorite." Pancake
I
it.
blame
Who's
that
gonna
on
believe you?
his agent, Mephisto. He was getting put into roles, and it was always he was being typecast as that slagging off friend, you know. And he's more than that. He is such a good fucking actor, and that's why I was glad they came to America and started making more stuff with Nick and what's his name, Shaun of the Dead. What's his fucking name? Simon Pegg.
Simon. Yeah, I okay. I know his faults, and I know that it's just a collection of reference, but I liked Paul when Nick and Simon are touring the states and they find an alien.
With the alien played by
Yeah.
Seth Rogen,
Yeah,
who I hate. But I enjoyed that film because you don't see his ugly face.
but I like the emotional exploration of Nick when he's feeling that he's losing his friend. Okay, Bill Barkley says we need an alien movie in Scotland where they try a deep fried Mars bar. An Irn-Bru and the Scottish Fried Back with Glasgow Kings.
Yeah, I remember
No,
the first
Glasgow
time
Kings.
I got offered a deep fried Twinkie, and I got offered a deep fried Milky Way, which is the same thing as a Mars bar,
Yeah.
the European, the English version, because it's the same company. And I looked at that and I'm like, no. And they're like, but it's really good. I said, I'm sure it is. And look, I want to go to heaven, but I want to go tomorrow. I'm going to die if I eat those things. They're going to kill me. And they just laughed, and I was like, still don't want to eat them. I don't care if something's really good because I know it's good. I know it's going to be tasty. But that's my problem with the Irish and the Scottish both. They like to fucking fry everything. And the Irish want to boil stuff too, always boiling shit. Like boiling chicken and boiling beef. Ugh.
You need to open your mind, Gary.
Now, we've already talked about this, Bill, that we are planning to do Life Force. It is a favorite of ours. Mephisto loves that movie too. And it's a film I want to do, and I'm hoping Mephisto will be there so we can talk about that movie. Because I am a big fan. In fact, it got brought up just last night in our group chat, didn't it, guys?
I don't know. I see you.
Oh, you don't read my posts. Okay, that's
no.
awesome.
I saw I saw the compilation video that you posted a compilation video of movies, but I haven't got the time to go and watch the video.
I was talking about what I said. Share screen. I want people to see this, so I'm going to share our fucking conversation from last night. PCM management. Here we go. I brought up this video here, which, it's not going to fucking add it. I am so tired of this fucking thing. I really am, dude.
That's
that I
because
can't
you need
share
to
my
remove
fucking
the
screen.
slideshow, Gary.
No. It doesn't share. I'm not seeing it in the resources tab.
Yeah, but maybe that helps. Let's try this.
No, it is not here.
Maybe it comes in now. Just try again. StreamYard is weird.
Man.
Yeah, when I go to do entire screen, it won't do it. Nope, it just kicks it. So what I'm going to do is this.
You have to do entire screen without audio. It's entire screen without audio. That is the only way.
Here I go. I already did that. It didn't work.
Try sharing the tab. That always works
oh
for
my
me.
God. Don't tell me that. That could be terrible for tonight's show.
All right, here we go. Adding it, and there it is.
Yes.
And now screen. So this was my communication to you guys last night.
Yeah,
I shared that video. Hold on, let me do this. I'm going to read you aloud because you didn't read what I wrote. I said I have watched over half of the. You just said you didn't. I love Miracle Mile, To Live and Die in L.A., The Hidden, Life Force, The Quiet Earth, and After Hours. I like Alligator, the movie, and it has a great script director. John Sayles wrote and directed that, and it's got a great cast, but it's not a great movie. It's just a fun movie. And I also brought up Finest Hours because you want to watch that. I like that you wanted to see that because I'm a big fan of that film.
I love that film.
Any movie with Chris Pine and Ben Foster together is a good film. And they did 3 movies together. They did Finest Hours. They did
Come Hell or High Water.
Come Hell or High Water and the Commando film they did together about 2 special forces buddies that go on a private mission. Yeah, the Contractor. I like that movie. So
now,
anyway, just so you guys see, Bill Barkley, I brought it up last night, bitch. So fuck you and your ideas. I'm ahead of you by 1 billion miles, Bill. Bill with the billion.
What I said was that I saw the text, but I haven't watched the video of the 10 sci-fi blah blah blah.
Just as soon as you think you've shown something I didn't know, I fucking knew it, Bill. Fucking Scotsmen always think they know everything.
Now that would be nice if there's an extended cut of it. I don't know if there's one, but if there is, I want it.
Yeah, Scotland, where the women are scarce and the sheep are nervous.
Oh my God.
That's an old joke that Brian reminded me of, and I laughed so hard when he said it. I'm like, yes, I remember that. Where the women are scarce and the sheep are nervous. And there's just as much said about the Irish with that too, because there's sheep herders in fucking Ireland, goat and sheep herders. And there's such a dirty, filthy joke. I won't tell it right now because it's just too filthy.
Oh, if you think it's dirty, yeah.
Basically, I will just say kind of the punchline, which is, he says, well, if you want them to push back, you push them into a fence. And it's like, ew. Oh, this bridge right here has one of my favorite scenes in it with those 2 kids. You're wondering what the fuck is in those power soakers, man. What is in those things? Like, I'm wondering, is it piss? What is in there that's so
all the time? Yeah,
awful? And it's fucking either gasoline or it's fucking
petrol.
Vodka.
They say petrol.
It's either petrol or it's fucking vodka. Which
that's
is
the British word for gas. Petrol.
So it's fucking gasoline, petrol that's inside of those things. And they spray and set on fire one of those aliens. And that stunt was really cool. That was done for real. That guy got
I
set
laughed
on fire.
When one of the kids in an interview said, yeah, you know, if that was happening for real and aliens land on my block, I for sure wouldn't go for fireworks and chase after them. That's one of their main weapons. They're like, I don't know. No.
Dude, there's a line in this. When they see the first black alien and see the green glowing, and one of the kids says, his eyes are glowing. And Moses says, I don't think those are their eyes. I like that scene very, very much.
Yeah, that's their teeth, man. There are alternate versions of Life Force, by the way, Bill. I know that there was a TV cut. I'm going to look real quick. Scenes cut from 101 to, but in the 116-minute version, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's in there that was removed. Wow. But I will tell you, in the extended cut, the kiss between Patrick Stewart and Railsback, the astronaut, was removed. It's not in the movie, the extended cut. You can only see the theatrical cut for that one. The 28-minute cut had much more of the spacewalk, plus more material inside the alien spacecraft. The Blu-ray version of the theatrical and director's cut both have the opening and closing 2008 MGM logos, in addition to removing the Canon Films logo, which I was glad that they did, because Canon does not lend weight to quality, sadly. So I've never seen the extended cut, by the way. I've only seen the theatrical cut. So I'll check it out. If I can get a hold of the extended cut, the 128-minute one, that's the one we'll do. Because that one includes the kiss. That's the Blu-ray cut. I love the way they did these teeth, man. I swear to God. And what they look like is like really dangerous Muppets.
Yeah, like blacked out critters.
Yeah. Well, I brought that up earlier too, because the way they did the hair, that reminded me of the Critters. I love the movie Critters, man.
Yeah.
And we got to do that one next, because I'm telling you, if you enjoyed this one, Danny, you will love Critters.
Oh,
It's
I love this movie. One. I have one issue with this movie, and that's the rap music, because I fucking hate rap.
But it's the culture they're trying to show you.
Yep.
There's his car. There's the dad's car. He's going to his car.
And he's looking at his phone or whatever he's having, or the unlock thingy, and then he sees the car, and you feel so bad for him. And then you find out it's his dad's car.
Fuck. What the fuck? Something fell into the car. Fuck. And then he sees something moving, and or the cops come by or something, and he jumps over the hedgerow to hide.
There. Someone's petrol bombed my car.
Oh, no question, Gambit. That movie's nuts. But from what I understand, it's a clearer film if you see the full director's cut, which is what is on the Blu-ray. And I've always been a fan of that film. Space vampires. Fucking cool. They don't suck your blood. They take your energy, your life force. And they leave you a fucking dried up husk. This seems so fucking cool right here. Because the kids are trying to convince this gangster there's aliens. Ain't no fucking aliens.
They are behind you. And then he sends this other guy because he's not going there. And the guy, of course, is not coming back.
The big fat guy, yeah.
How they say, gorilla wolves aliens.
Well, yeah, they're still trying to figure out what they are. And one of my favorite lines is when one of the kids said maybe there was a party at the zoo and the gorilla fucked a fish.
And it's really kind of a good idea, because the fact is, the guy who designed the movement of these things in the suit and the alien design itself was the guy who worked on Planet of the Apes. And he's an ape expert. And that's what he does. He really used ape movement again for the way these things ran.
The gorilla-like suit, yeah. But they spent ages figuring out how to make them look in the end. They had the gorilla suit pretty early on, and this movement actor, or whatever they are called, figured out how to move pretty quick. Like, don't have the elbows stick out, that looks human-like. Keep them tucked in. He was practicing a lot how to run and jump and everything. He was on wires jumping from that bridge. Brilliant stunt. But yeah, with the head and the teeth, they played around for a while.
And when the guys were in the suits, by the way, and they would come at the kids, the actor would say things to them like, I'm going to get you, bitch. You're my bitch. I'm going to fucking get you. And it would freak the kids out a little bit, because they would get rough with them. And it was funny.
Well, that one kid was into it, the one who gets his head ripped off, because he told the guy in the ape suit, just come at me full force, just knock me down to the ground. And he expected him to go like 50%, and he went down.
Knocked the shit out of that kid.
Yeah.
Knocked the shit out of that kid. It was great.
But he liked it.
And he decapitates him.
Yeah, but the kid liked
the thing
it.
bites his neck, and the whole helmet with the head in it comes flying.
I said my back hurt for days after that, but man, I had the coolest death. It's weird to hear actors talk like that. But
Bill says they're almost as hairy as a Scotsman.
Hairy.
With We just watched a
Uh,
very Harry Scotsman, Gary.
My copy of Life Force, sorry, it's from Blu-ray, but it has the Canon logo and it runs for 1 hour 56. Would that be the extended?
Well, do you know how to do math?
I don't know the number of the length run of the extended.
128 minutes is how long the
28.
128
No,
minutes.
no, it is not. It is not. Wait, there's like 20 minutes left.
It's 2 hours.
2 hours,
8
8 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Mm. Well, now I had to hunt for that version.
I agree with you, Gambit. I don't like that kind of music. And that's in this movie primarily because that's the theme song for this gangster. That's his song. So he's always listening to it and fucking moving his weapon to it and freaking everybody out in the car. Like, dude, you're just moving that weapon around, freaking us all out. He doesn't care. Pussy
They do
hole.
have other music too. They don't just have rap. It's just a rap.
He
person.
plays that song a minimum of 4 times in this fucking
Yeah.
movie.
And Bill, I was just complaining about how I really dig how handsome he is as James Bond, but man, that dude is hairy.
What? Who?
Connery?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fucking
Yes.
Scottish. He's
Chest like
fucking
a monkey.
hairy.
That's too
Bill
much.
Barkley just said that. Look, read it.
That's why I said it. That I just complained the other day about a hairy Scotsman. That's why I said it, Gary.
And she's like, I like that you're not too hairy. And I'm like, well, I am. I do have hair on my shoulders and on my chest. It's just
Yeah,
like,
but-
I'm not an ape. I'm
Yeah,
fucking human.
exactly.
Mine is like normal men right here in the middle of my chest, the chest hair.
It
That's
doesn't
where it
feel
should
like I'm
be.
snuggling
When
with
you
a
start, like Robin Williams, man, there was something humanly unnatural about him.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever seen him without a shirt, he really does look like a gorilla shaved his face. And that's it. Maybe a little bit of his neck. In fact, there's a photo of him in a shirt with his everything is shaved, and you could see his hairline underneath his shirt, and it's round, like it's a sweater underneath the shirt. Rounded off.
Mm.
Robin Williams. And of course, Robin Williams has a lot of Scottish in his blood. He's talked about that.
I didn't know that.
I think that's why he liked golf. I think they did a great job with this the sets, the location shoot.
The
Just
lighting.
really wonderful. The lighting is always constant. It's that it has that look of what do you call it? Halogen lights.
Well,
everything
this is
has
all
that
happening within
hue.
a couple of hours in one night.
Yeah. It's almost real time.
Yeah.
It's not quite, because we do have cuts. But the fact is, this movie, I think if they had tried, they could have made this a real time movie where everything happens in order of, if it's 2 hours in the movie, it's 2 hours of film.
Yeah, I think the whole thing takes a little longer than that. So
Yeah, I'm
Maybe-
assuming this is probably about a 5-hour thing
Yeah.
by the end.
that's what I would think. But I'm just saying,
It's-
you feel that it's night and you see everything at the same time. It's brilliant how they pulled it off. It never gets too dark. It never gets too light.
So here you go. The name Wyndham Tower appears on the left entrance of the fictional tower block, referencing the English science fiction writer John Wyndham, who's somebody I don't know, the author of The Kraken Wakes. I've heard of that book, but I don't remember the name. I've never read the book. Which similarly begins with aliens invading Earth from outer space, as well as another science fiction monster work known as Day of the Triffids, which I fucking love. And other buildings in the estate are named after J.G. Ballard, author of a number of novels set in urban tower blocks, including High Rise, where mayhem breaks out in a high-rise London apartment block, and famous science fiction authors H.G. Wells, Aldous Huxley, which I didn't know he was English. I, for some reason, thought he was American. And then, of course, Doug Adams, who I knew was British. Aldous Huxley, I just, for some reason, always thought he was an American author because we know him here in the U.S. very well. But they don't mention it here, but Arthur C. Clarke is also mentioned on that sign with one of the streets named after Clarke. The film was shot across London from March of 2010 with 6 weeks of night shoots. Almost all the scenes were night. The Haygate estate in Elephant and Castle, Myatsfield, Brixton, and the Oval Underground Station, and the Bemerton Estate in Islington. Islington is a place that gets poked fun at a lot in British comedies. Interior scenes were filmed at Three Mills Studios in Newham and part of the East End of London. I think it's wonderful. They did everything on location. There's no studio work here. And when you do see a studio, it's usually for the visual effects and visual effects only, where you see them doing something on a set. Because there you can control certain things that you can't control on a location. The creatures began with two men in gorilla-like suits with animatronic jaws, which if you ever see the skulls, they really look like a panther's skull is what it looks like. Post-production added the unearthly qualities such as the spiky fur, which doesn't reflect any light, the claws, the rows of bioluminescent jaws, which it's not the jaws, it's the teeth, and even some of their movement. In total, the film features over 100 effect shots. For a low-budget film, that's amazing, which were completed over the course of 4 months by Swedish effects house Fido. The creatures have no eyes, navigating their environments by echolocation and smell. According to the DVD commentary, the echolocation noises made by the creatures were a combination of dolphin sonar mixed digitally with grunts, snarls, and other animals. And you can hear this when you really pay attention. You can actually hear a woman's scream mixed in. And it's freaky when you hear it. Some puppets were used for close-ups, such as the smaller hairless female close-up scene in the car. That was a puppet, which absolutely terrified the cast. All the kids were just scared shitless around that fucking puppet because it was so gross. In 2023, Cornish stated the creature designs were partly based on his pet cat who engulfs darkness. It's one of those black cats that just, until they open their eyes or mouth, you can't see them in a room. It's trippy. I've had a cat like that. Series 80s Day of the Triffids was really good. The newer miniseries, the 091, I didn't think that was very good. Yeah, Eddie Izzard did not help that miniseries. I think at this point, he's now someone that's, if you hire him, you're doing damage to your project hiring him, because he's one of those outspoken people of the alphabet community about wanting extra rights. It's like, because one of the first things I ask somebody, if anything, women, doesn't matter. Well, what rights don't you have right now? Oh, they can never answer that because they have all the rights. It's in your civil rights. Your civil rights. That is your basic human rights in this country, in countries like us. And what they want are special rights, and nobody gets special rights. And when they do, it's not right.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do sometimes. Makes them even more entitled.
Man, I am really, Bill, you've got my head on fucking Life Force right now. I really want to watch that now. Thanks, Bill. Bill.
It's his job to derail, especially when Mephisto isn't here. Somebody needs to do it.
Fucking Bill. That's how I'm going to say your name from now. Fucking Bill Barkley. Bill. You've torn a few minor arteries. Yeah, this is a good scene. It's like, you need to go to a hospital. It's like, I'm not. No, you've got to treat me here. And she doesn't want to help him.
Well, she doesn't feel qualified. She just graduated nursing school, and she says
not
she
only
missed
that,
the classes on treating
they
aliens.
fucking robbed her.
I know, that on top of it. But she's a nurse, so she can't deny him at least first aid. But she feels so uncomfortable because it's a fucking alien bite wound. You don't learn that in nursing school.
This kid, he always reminds me of the one character from Mama's Place. I think it was the name of it. Is a black comedy from when back in the 70s. They had this one smart kid in the group that always wore those black glasses that looked like Harry Palmer glasses, Michael Caine glasses. Which I've always wondered what he thought of this movie, because this movie is about the projects, which is what he grew up in. East End projects. Oh, is this where the thing's mouth comes over the hole? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
He gets closer to the hole to look out, and all of a sudden you see the teeth come up. And it's like, oh shit. They smell him. They still haven't figured it out yet. Like, why? How do they know we're around? Why are they chasing us? It's because you've got female hormones all over your body, and that's what they want.
You smell like a female to them.
You smell like space vagina.
They want the boom boom.
They want a boom boom.
Oh my god, I feel like, yeah, this is when I went like, no, put the guitar down. Do not use that as a weapon.
That is a weapon of last choice.
Well, she does have a kitchen knife, so she goes for that, thankfully, in the end.
Well, we're gonna find it, and I'm gonna get a copy of it.
Well,
Buy the DVD, the Blu-ray.
On Wikipedia, sorry, says there are only two links.
You don't have to apologize. People expect you to mispronounce words because you're
well
from Venezuela.
According to Wikipedia, there's 101 minute cut and the 116-minute cut.
I talked about those. That's the ones with certain things that were taken out, like the kiss. But
I see no reference to the
28-minute version is what they're saying is the. I closed that window already because I wanted to get away from it. You're gonna fucking make me go back to it.
Well, I'm not gonna complain because I want as many information of that as possible, and Wikipedia is lacking on it.
How do you find the cuts? I forget what to look for on the page. W writer.
I went to home media.
Is it on home media?
Yes.
Should you do this after the show, guys?
No. No. It will be forgotten. No.
Let me post this at least.
There, I found it. Alternate versions. Here it is. The 101 and 116-minute version, it gives you a list of all the changes. And then it says below that in a separate post, it says the 128-minute cut had much more of the spacewalk plus more material on the alien spacecraft. The Blu-ray versions of the theatrical and director's cut both have the opening and closing on the, like I said, and they removed the canon on the Blu-ray. But that's the 2008 version is what I'm seeing here.
Where are you seeing that? In Wikipedia?
Well, because I'm in the window, I can actually share that screen. So let me do that. Pause the movie.
Yes, it's paused.
There you go. Edit the screen.
Oh, this is IMDb. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said IMDb alternate versions. I found it. So you have the scenes cut from the film, blah blah blah, 101 version and 116-minute version. And then right below that it says the 128-minute cut had much more of the spacewalk plus more material in the alien spacecraft. The Blu-ray versions of the theatrical and director's cut both have opening and closing 2008 MGM logos in addition to the removing of the Canon Films logo. So whatever version of it, it's after 2008 that it was made.
Thank you, Cyree.
Cubby Hooper's director's cut was 128 minutes. So there you go. And the 128-minute version was cut down by the studio to 116. Mostly scenes in the spaceship and the spaceship's Churchill were cut out. That was in order to shorten the film, I guess. He's an annoying character. So I didn't mind when he got killed.
But he's dead. He's the first red shirt. His death tells you, oh, this is serious. The gang can die.
Yep.
Yep.
And again, the death of the gangster is one of my favorites because they do a great cutaway where he's like, what's going on? They're biting him and shit and like all over him. And then one blocks his face for a second and comes back and you see all of this removed. His nose and mouth are removed. All you see is his teeth and his eyes. Fucking, that was wild.
And remember, they all pulled this off on a very tight budget. Just shows you don't need ridiculous money to make a good movie.
It was 8 million pounds, British sterling, and converted over, that's $13 million. Box office was 6.2 to 6.5 million, but they made their money back on home video, video on demand, and on physical media. They were one of the top rented movies for like 2 or 3 months at Blockbuster. God, you remember Blockbuster?
Yep.
I do. I mean, it wasn't called Blockbuster, but
we had.
What was it called?
here.
Lackluster?
Oh my.
I really don't remember. That was my second apartment, so I was. Wait, I moved into my
Where,
first
in Croatia
18.
or Austria?
No, I was 20, so that was in 2002. Fuck me if I remember what that place was called, but I was there renting stuff all the time. Video something. It's been gone for a long time now.
Yeah.
There's a very red light district looking establishment in there now.
Oh my. There's a video store. It is right there it's located at Lohengasse 19, number 1030 in Wien, which is Vienna, Austria. And the name of it is Video Sue and Gary with my name, G-E-R-O-I.
Oh, I didn't know we still had video rental places.
Yeah, CEO's Smartphone Game Shop, ETA's High Tech Systems, Play Hero Video Game Store. A lot of this looks like game stores, but Video Sue and Gary looks like a video store. They sell DVDs, Blu-rays, audiobooks, and stuff like that. So they're more of a resell, not a rental.
Yeah, rental doesn't work anymore. Who has a VHS player anymore?
I remember when the last Blockbuster in Springfield closed. And it was Zoe's in my Blockbuster, the one we went to. It was a big store too. And they split it up into 3 different stores. That's how big it was. When they closed, they remodeled it, and it made 3 storefronts out of that one fucking building. And they did the same thing with the South one. That was our first Blockbuster when we moved to town. And it became an Italian bistro, a sub shop, and a cell phone store. Split into 3. To us, the best video stores wasn't Blockbuster. That was Family Video. And the last Family Video closed last year. They finally went out of business. It was a big, big thing in the Midwest. And it's featured in the series Stranger Things, season 2.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, I pointed
No,
it out to you. I did. I pointed it out to you. I said, "Oh, there's family video." You're just not paying attention.
Well, I do, but you talk all the time and you point out stuff all the time, and sometimes it's at 2 a.m. when we're watching stuff.
Oh yeah,
so
it's my fault. I know it's my fault.
No, I'm saying when it's 2 a.m., my brain won't register everything that
Stop
you say. I'm
teasing her,
sorry.
man. Please.
Oh, he knows it's a very dangerous time too to push my buttons. Fuck off, man.
Yeah, her Aunt Flo is visiting. I'm taking my life in my own hands. I know.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
But I told her, I said, I am a devil. I've pissed off so many people, and all I'm doing is just fucking.
Well,
you get
well,
You
so,
don't
Anima,
want to
it's
piss
so
off your
aggravating.
wife, maybe.
well, Anima, just remember, Holly wouldn't get mad about that.
Yeah, right.
And you were cutting off, so I don't even know what you said, Martin.
It's best for me then.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up. I didn't get the full sentence.
Yeah, and I'm completely good
Well, you
with
are
that.
This is what he
from me
said.
anyway, because
This is what he said.
oh,
And
that, yeah.
He said the punchline, which is now when she's mad at me, I just say, Holly wouldn't get mad about that.
Well, Holly is
is
a
not-
female, so she gets that shit too.
That's not a wise move.
No, it's not.
That is not a wise move.
And he's the next one that gets it, the smart kid. And I do. I like the fact that they got you to like certain characters, and then they just off them, brutally off them.
Well, if they fulfilled their purpose, you don't need them anymore.
Mm.
Oh my god, she really has only one expression. You're so right, Martin. Every
Right.
time she's in the shot, her face looks the same.
No, now she has two. It's the same one with her mouth open.
Yeah. Right.
She's like Zoolander. Only have one look.
This annoys me when they sprout that theory that government bred them to kill black boys. Like, come on, guy. Really? Seriously?
Well, that's the modern world for you.
I swear to God, she's a fucking mouth breather.
Yeah.
She always has her fucking mouth open. I'm getting ready to show you guys.
But only on
this
Doctor
fucking-
Who.
Share screen. Prime example, mouth open. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
One. Let me get you another one. I mean, it's really fucking open like a sex doll that wide. It's fucking ridiculous. There, look at that one. Her mouth is always agape. And these are the first ones that popped up. It's just always has her fucking mouth open, man. I don't know if that. Oh, I didn't get it. Sorry. Here's the last one.
Again, I don't blame her. In fact, she was smart enough to abandon the role.
Absolutely.
She knew what it was going to do with to make to her career.
I think it hurt her career. I absolutely believe it hurt her career. because she did a really good. It was a good mini series about a nurse trying to hide her tracks because she did something or is involved with something, and it's a mystery in a hospital setting.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I can find it for you if you want.
Oh man, that part when he's trying to use the sword and the sword gets stuck in the wall behind
Yeah.
him.
That shows the level of practice. Bill, I've never heard of cat cafes where the cats are allowed on the tables. We had
The
one
what?
in Vienna for. Bill says there's a cat cafe in a coastal
Oh.
town, and the cats are allowed to jump on tables, and they were not in the cafe here in Vienna. They were either on the floor or up on the shelves on the walls or in their hiding space that they had. And I don't think it's a hygiene issue thing because people who go to a cat cafe know there's going to be cat hair there. So maybe in the United States you can be an asshole and sue them for having cat hair in your food, but in Europe people know what they get into. They expect cat hair to be there. I really like that place, but
if you have cats, you know they will hop on everything in your house.
Well, originally these places were designed in Japan for people because living is so cramped there that cat lovers who couldn't have cats could spend a few hours in the company of cats and love on them and buy treats for them and shit.
Want me to share that?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Trust Me is the name of the show. It's a good show. I liked it. They got a score of a 7.0, which is really good. Whittaker it works as a nurse, and let's see, a hardworking nurse who loses her job for whistleblowing is forced to take drastic measures to provide for her daughter. So she takes the place of someone else and pretends to be her at another hospital.
Oh, Gattaca.
And I'm like, holy shit, this was a good show. I really enjoyed it. Who else was in it? You had nobody, 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 nobody. Ah, there he is. John Hannah's in it. There's somebody that was in the script on the show. Everybody else was nobodies. So there you go. It's a good show. I highly recommend if you haven't seen it. If you like medical drama mixed with mystery, oh, it's a good one. It's a doozy. All right.
Again, it's Gattaca in the hospital.
Without the sci-fi. Now, I used to have to go to Richmond, El Cerrito, as well as Oakland. And when you got into the black neighborhoods there, those big steel gates were always not a screen door, it's a fucking gate, bolted into the fucking building for their front doors, and all their windows had bars on them. Every house I ever went to keep people from breaking in. I'll never forget that. That was Richmond, El Cerrito, and Oakland is where I ran into that. And it's Oakland where I got threatened. This is that week of the Rodney King hearing, and things in California rough. And what do? They send the whitest guy in the company with a white lab coat and white scrubs to go out at night in Oakland into a black neighborhood. And I'm like, oh man, you know, I was surrounded in that truck and like, you better leave. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to. And the only thing that freaked me out a little bit was when one of the guys who were on the other side of the truck rattled the door handle. And I'm like, thank God I locked that door. Out of pure habit, that door never was unlocked. Passenger door.
Gambit, it could be a female, but if it was well done. which it wasn't.
And they need to explain it too, because he was born male. We know that he was born male. We saw that on the series. He was a child.
Yes, but you can say that it's a side effect of his extended regeneration. Because
there you go. That's exactly it. That's how you explain it. You don't fucking do it the way they did. It's so insulting.
No.
And I worried when they did
Don't
that
do
with,
girl boss.
when they did that with the master and turned it into the mistress, even though she was a great actress, she was really good in the part. They did not do a good job explaining it. And so therefore they had a lame excuse for it happening later. And then they went even further, saying that the first Doctor was female. And we know that's not true. That the first Doctor, we met him as a child, was born male. They're not a fluid species.
Okay, who's gonna give him his video?
Oh, you can do it if you want to.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Do it now.
Oh, this scene on the elevator is that the psycho is so calm. Talking to Treadway, but as he's getting in the elevator, like, I'll take another one. Then he comes
No, he
back
says
down.
to him, better take the next one.
Wait,
Yeah, better take
I'm
the
gonna
next
give Snorty his video.
Hey, Bandit, this is Little Beaver. Put your foot on the floor, we got your back door, and I'm cleared.
That's a 10-4.
And I thought Treadway was a really good character in this. What is his character's name? I forgot. He plays the part of Brewis. Fucking love Brewis. And Ron. Oh my God. Ron is the fucking hero in this movie in so many ways. He saves their asses like twice. That's Nick Frost's character. He's like, what? We need to go down? I was just down there. They're all over down there. Yeah, the police aren't going to help you. It's one of the things I said, told Anima, I said, the cops would be useless because they're dealing with so much. That anybody in that building is not high on their priority.
Also, they probably would think that they are not the ones for aliens. Maybe.
Well,
the
in
military
fact,
is.
they don't believe it's aliens. They think it's thugs out there doing shit. And that's why they arrest the kids at the end. And then the girl.
But Moses, they arrest Moses.
And that's when the girl becomes the white savior. I'm sorry, they love to use that, the white savior. She becomes the white savior by saying, no, they saved me. I'd be dead if not for them.
I've never heard the term white savior.
Oh,
my God, you are
be
really missing
thankful.
out, baby.
Be thankful for that.
I'm so European.
Get the fuck out of here. Really?
I need that. I need to have that.
It is like, that is a must. It's like, I will die if I don't get that.
I will never understand.
I have to have a beaver popcorn bucket. It comes from the
nice
first
beaver.
movie. It comes from the first movie where he looks up, she's on the ladder, Priscilla Presley, and all you see is her legs and her skirt, and he looks up and he goes, nice beaver. And she goes, oh, thank you. I just had it stuffed last week, and then hands him a stuffed beaver.
Okay.
So it's you're led to believe he's talking about a vagina when it's just, no, he's complimenting a stuffed animal.
That's right, Snorty. That is just a bad dream.
Yep. It needs to go into a moratorium, never to come out, put in a vault, and just forgotten. Just like Star Wars. Disney did one really good Star Wars movie. I like the film, and I freely admit it. I love the movie Rogue Squad. What's it called?
Rogue One.
Rogue One. I fucking love that movie. I really did. I loved all the characters in it. I loved it. Andor was great in it. The TV series turned me off because it was just too dramatic for me. The Andor series, but I'm going to give it a try because people like you and other friends of mine have said, no, it's really well written. I said, my problem is it's not Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Star Wars. Star Wars has a feel to it for me.
My God. I've just seen the picture of the popcorn bucket. It's awesome.
Oh, no. Okay, I've got to look. Popcorn bucket.
No, I'm going to share it.
Beaver.
I got it.
Naked gun.
Send. There's screen.
Oh my God, I want it. It's so cute. It's actually fucking cute.
I got it.
All right. Post it.
Remove. Look at it. I want that.
Oh, show the whole image. You got to enlarge, engorge it.
That's what she said.
No. Oh, and there's that kid again, Anima. I was talking about him earlier.
Oh,
he plays the part of the mole man in Fantastic Four, and he's really good.
See?
We're so all over the place today.
There we go. Now you're enlarging it. Look at that. Oh, that is so
awesome.
Cute. I want that. I want that for Christmas. Oh, I want that. And I bet you if I go see this in the theater, they're going to be sold out.
Mm.
Time I've done this, it's sold out.
I don't understand this. Toys I get, but these fucking popcorn things I don't get.
Oh,
It's
because
it's a collectible.
That one's not even
very
good looking or anything. It's just an ugly beaver.
How dare you? It's beautiful. Look at that. Oh my.
I can't believe that came out of her mouth. The mouth that kisses me. That mouth kisses me.
Been almost a year.
It's been months.
Oh man, I gotta get me that.
I want one too.
It's been 10 months, Gary.
The big eyes. Look at him. He's grinning.
I'm seeing
He reminds me of the woodchuck in Winnie the Pooh that says, "I'm not in the book." Remember?
No, I don't like Winnie the Pooh.
And the reason why he says it,
like the plague.
the reason he said it is because he's not in the book. He's one of the characters in the movie, not in the book. There we go. All right. That's awesome.
Look at Snorty. Damn.
It's a Mother Beautiful beaver. The Mother Beautiful. Look, she's having a rough day. I'm glad she's here. So let's take it easy on her. But one day I will tell her, nice beaver.
Yeah.
You won't.
And
Not
she will
on air,
just shoot,
please. Oh,
she
look
will
at that.
shoot me the dirtiest look when I do it. It'll be funny.
I'll
There it
shoot
is.
you more than just the look. Rest assured.
Look
of
at
that.
Look at that. How can you not love that face?
I think it's
And
ugly.
you
I'm
can-
sorry.
And you can eat popcorn out of it.
Out of its butt.
No, it's back.
No, it's back.
Not the butt. The
Down
back.
below. The butt's down below.
Yeah.
But
You
you
go
can refer
All
to
the
that
way
as
down
a-
into his colon.
because
Like
it is
that.
his back. Because it's his back. That is technically a back door. And that's another reason why I have to have this. Because it's a beaver with a back door. Oh, that is so funny. You notice he doesn't let go of it immediately. The sword. Because he does the quick thing behind the back, and there's no way he fucking put that in anything. That there's a person back there that collects the sword from him with probably mittens on grab that blade. I'm sure it's not a real blade. But either way it goes, it's the exact same way they did the scene with Bruce in Army of Darkness when he does that with the shotgun. There's a guy back there that, as the camera moves in, guy comes in and grabs the shotgun.
Your arms are not long enough to pull that out.
Exactly.
No way. Not even if you dislocate your shoulder.
That's what they discovered, even with the shotgun. Yeah, here comes the psycho, and this is when he gets eaten. They're behind him, man. They're in that window, and he hears them, and he right as he's about to turn, they fucking come through that glass and nab his ass and eat the shit out of him.
And here's the dead body of the female in the ganja room.
Yeah, and the light is on, and
Yeah.
it's UV light, and you can see the
Pheromones.
Pheromones glowing. My God, that female under that light looks like a bed at the Hyatt on Wednesdays.
Oh,
I'm so glad that most of them survived, the kids.
Yeah, they're not heartless. You can't kill them all.
dude, the kid that was in the trash container. Wow.
Oh God, yeah. He was way too young
And it's
to be in
because
the middle of all this
he
anyway.
had the pheromones on him too, right?
What?
It's because he had some of the pheromones on him, right? That they kept lingering around the trash can. 'Cause he had
Possibly.
that scent.
I think
He
you,
got
you
in there
never
pretty quickly though.
you never
I'm
see it.
guessing that he had contact with either the
Yeah.
female creature or with Moses' clothing. Because look, there it is. You can see it all over his hat. It's all
Yeah,
over his
that's true.
fucking jacket.
I mean, they
It
were
looks
dragging
like-
that thing around, trying to figure out how to find out what it is.
Yeah, using it like a muppet to scare the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear to God, this looks like somebody that spent the night in a monkey zoo being scanned the next day.
Oh,
Because monkeys are horrible masturbators. They're always, any opportunity, the filthy little animals. He
Your
says he's
jacket's
spider
gone
monkeys.
rave.
Spider monkeys, man. Oh my God, constantly jerking off.
There he goes, telling them what he saw on TV.
Did you know that there's a movie called The Beaver with Mel Gibson and Jodie Foster?
yes.
No.
Good movie. It's a very good movie. It's sad, but it's really good. It's he has a puppet of a beaver that he always talks through.
Yes, I think his character has a nervous breakdown. So
Yeah, he does.
After that, he can only communicate through the puppet beaver.
Yeah,
But he has no filter.
zero filter.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
Seriously, he looks like he's just covered in monkey jizz. That is so gross. Look at him.
Radioactive jizz too, because it's glowing.
Well, that's what happens if you do like use the special UV black light. Like if you go into a hotel and turn one of those on, you want to look at the bed to make sure it's not been
I
used.
know, but they're not in black light. That's just normal neon light. They don't do that.
no, I think they're using UV to grow the
They are.
plants.
He said it's UV
Really?
light.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I don't know
Yeah, because
anything about growing weed.
They are not receiving natural light, so you have to give them UV.
But yeah, I know about the UV lamps to detect body fluids on beds because I've been watching Gordon Ramsay's hotel show. And when he assembles all the guests and the hotel owners and then goes over the bed and shit with the UV light, the looks of horror, priceless.
It looks
I
like
love
somebody
that
was
part.
slaughtered here.
I mean, he
Look
always
at-
does that, and then he pulls out his sleeping bag and goes to sleep in a bathtub. It's hilarious.
I really liked that show, and I wish they hadn't canceled it. I
Hotel
thought it was
Hell,
one of the
yeah.
better shows. Hotel Hell was great, man.
I
he was
don't
going
like the
from-
new one.
It was hotels with restaurants attached, and he would
Yeah.
help get them out of the red and get them in the black. And you would get these egos, just constant ego problems.
Yeah. Well, he does a new one that's called Secret Service, and it's just, it doesn't work. It's over dramatized. It's cookie cutter thing. Like every show is always the same. He has this insider that gets dramatically revealed in the end. It's like, no, boring.
So
Oh,
finally,
here's the
for
scene.
the first time in the movie, you get to see what's in those super soakers.
Yes.
I like the guy. What if I made this one? That. No one is ever gonna ever call you mayhem.
If you keep acting like such a pussy. I know. This is a great line.
I like their names.
Yeah, probe from probation and mayhem.
Oh, yeah, he's making phone calls and nobody believes that he's stuck inside of a trash can with alien outside. Mom,
There
I
we go.
gotta go.
The other kid called his mom, and his mom didn't believe a thing and said, call me back later when you're not playing Xbox. And I'm like, damn, listen to your fucking kid. Because he's panicking, telling her about aliens. And she's like, yeah, get off your Xbox and call me back.
So here we go. Mixture of fireworks and fucking gasoline.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, definitely. And then the kids jump inside the trash can too.
Yeah, they jump in there with him. I love this. I love this movie so much. Kids in Peril, man. I love Kids in Peril movies.
Helping themselves because nobody else will.
Because adults won't listen to them. And the puppet thing of that fucking alien freaked those kids out, man.
No, Bill, they don't give us shit about the aliens. The only thing we know is what the guy infers, that they are all
They
following
ride
the
a
female.
solar wind. Yeah, they probably are in hibernation, riding along solar winds, and they just go wherever it sends them.
The gravity takes them.
Yeah.
And then it's on the female to figure out whether it's a good place to land or not. Go figure. Advanced species right there.
Well, no, they're not an advanced species. They are animals.
Yeah, but the female decides. I like that.
Yeah, the males are too focused on one thing.
Eating and eating and fucking. That's it.
It's all they're ever good at. Can't trust that judgment.
That's sexist. That is sexist.
Is it sexist though when I say that about an alien race? A fictive alien race. Fictional.
I'm so offended right now.
Oh, good for you.
You need to say that like Christian Bale when he was yelling at that.
Oh, good
GP.
for you.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing a cat in the movie. Then again, there almost are no animals in the UK.
Yet there were when I was a kid there. They had a problem with feral cats back in the 70s. And when I stayed with the Lawsons there in London, we were over in what's it called, South Molden. And they had a townhouse there. And they had feral cats that would come to their backyard and they'd leave food for them. These cats. Okay, that's Harry Treadway. This is the twin brother of the actor in this movie. And I brought him up and I just wanted you to see, you know, what I was talking about with this guy because he looks just like him. And what's the show called? The Penny Opera show. What's it called? Penny Dreadful.
No.
He played Victor Frankenstein.
I haven't seen Penny Dreadful yet.
Season 1 is amazing. I enjoyed the whole series, but season 1 was amazing. I love Frankenstein monster. I love Frankenstein in it. He's been in a lot of stuff, man. And one of my favorite things that he was in was that show, Mr. Mercedes, this one. He plays the smiley face killer while Brendan Gleeson plays the retired cop that he taunts. And it is really good. On top of that, it borders into the realm of supernatural, to where it even has the main character, who's a very grounded guy, starting to question reality in the series. Really good show. If you've never seen Mr. Mercedes, I highly recommend it. One of the things that made this show good was David Kelly was the creator of the show, and he's the one who adapted it. So it became very focused on the legal drama and the criminal stuff. And so therefore it was really good. An odd thing that they did is they had opposing TV shows with the same character in it. And it's this girl right here, the blonde girl here. And where's it at? Where's she at? There it is. Holly Gibney is a gifted psychic. And she is also in this show you see right here called The Other, I think is what it was called. Another Stephen King series. And in that one, the black chick who played a dark Sith Lord in the stupid Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yeah.
She played her in that one. So they had this version and they had this version. And this version, in my opinion, is better because she's a more likable character. In this, she's not very likable. This one, she at least cares. You know, she shows compassion and feelings. Good show if you've never seen it. So there you go. I don't know if Anima would even be interested in that. But I would let her at least watch the first episode to see if she gets into it.
Don't do it.
I love that word.
Yeah.
What word?
Oi.
Oi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, mate.
Oi, cunt.
It's sort of,
That's
it's
what
sort of their
Bosses
way.
would say.
It's saying hey, hi, but instead of hey, which we say here in America, they go oi. He's like, oh my God, I can hardly wait till I get back to my TARDIS. This night was awful.
Bad, Gary. Bad.
And on this channel, we don't say TARDIS because that's not politically correct. We say slow time machine. Only a science nerd can make that joke and get that joke.
Hello, the Peter Berman fan site.
Hi, Venkman's girl.
Howdy, Venkman girl. Oh. Anyone see the movie style trailer for Hyde? That is a bizarre trailer, and I don't know how to react to that. I don't see that as a fucking trailer, what I saw.
It's not real when there's not an actual movie.
Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be. They're saying there's going to be Ridley Scott and him, Johnny Depp. But I'm like, what I saw looked like it was shot in somebody's like back shed, and with animation, it's just weird. I'm like, yeah, show me something more real next time, and then I'll know if I can consider it.
I don't know what is that.
What, Hyde?
Yeah.
It's the story of Jekyll and Hyde when Hyde wins. Hyde wins the fight, and he's dominant personality.
Hi, 2025 with David Draper, Abra Sullivan. A modern reimagining of the classic story based on the novella by Robert Louis Stevenson.
At Comic-Con, they showed a video, and it was parts of it was from like a graphic novel, and I don't know if maybe that's what they're doing, and they're promoting a graphic novel. I couldn't understand it, and I didn't like it. So here it says Johnny Depp joins Hyde graphic novel series from Ridley Scott, and Mechanical Cake will create the title character. What the fuck does that even mean? I work in the comic industry, and I don't know what you just fucking said. The actor is signed on to Hyde, a new graphic novel property based on Robert Louis Stevenson's novel, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll. And Ridley Scott and the production company Mechanical Cake, Depp Scott Mechanical Cake, will co-own the property, which launches. It's a graphic novel. Pointless to me. I don't care. Ridley Scott is an on-again, off-again guy for me. Like, he needs to stay the fuck away from alien stuff.
Yeah.
Now, this is, oh God, this scene here where he's running from them and they're right behind him. And I love that they designed them to run like gorillas. That's just fucking freaky. Because I was talking to Zoe earlier, and I told Danny about that time I scared the shit out of her friends when they heard about my impression of a fucking silverback. And they said, we want to see it. We want to see it. I went, you really do? Yeah. So I squatted down in the front row and I did the chest thing, and then my arms went up, and then I bolted towards them, doing oh at them. And they all flew off that fucking sofa and just went over it to get away from me. And they were like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, yeah, no, it's fucking scary. And I learned to do that from watching the movie Greystoke. That's what I was imitating, is technically it's the chimpanzees, and the chimpanzees are acting like regular gorillas in that movie. He is saved by that flag that you've seen waving the whole movie, the only flag waving on that building. And he is a born-again human being at the end of this movie. He has changed.
Yep.
And so I am curious, now that it's been a decade, you know, what's his character going to be like, you know, in this new film that they're doing. And it's him and the director that are doing it. So far, no other names are attached to it. It's just John Boyega and Joe Cornish. And so my guess, the way I would write it, is he probably goes military and he helps prepare for the bigger fight, because they're going to have a bigger budget, I guarantee you.
I mean, they could even go as far as have him go and find out more about them before they hit again. Become an astronaut and shit.
No, what
the
I
other
see
kid.
is,
What? Go ahead.
what I see is more in line with what you say. I seen him not being believed by anyone, so he decides to train himself just in case, and go into the military.
And I believe that the government is fully aware, but I'm certain that it won't leak down to the lower parts, like the police and everything. They'll still think it was an incident with gang members. It was a gang war or some shit, whereas the government would know. And I'm talking MI5.
If they know, what if they found a secret program and have him enroll in that and train him?
Or they just bring him into it from the military.
Yeah,
because they're aware. They now have picked up on radar or something, you know, that something's coming towards them. They believe it's an even larger version of this event.
And he's been fighting them before, so you would want him on your side.
It's just like what they should have done with Predator 2. I still like Predator 2, but it was nowhere as good as it should have been.
Always the open mouth. You can't.
Yeah, she's already.
Well, but at least in that scene, she's talking, so it makes sense.
Yeah, okay, but still, always the same look on her face.
Oh, you want
this is where
talk with her mouth closed?
They're called ventriloquists. The thing. No, seriously.
So this is the moment where she defends them and says, no, they didn't do this. They saved my life. And yet they still don't immediately uncuff him.
Yeah,
But
well,
then he hears his name being chanted, and that has an impact on him.
Well, he's coming to terms with life in jail at this moment until the other kid points out, hey, listen, that's your
Yeah.
name they're chanting.
I mean, this is a wake up calling for him because he at this point he thought that the only way to get respect is by becoming a criminal,
Yeah,
and now he's being respected by doing the right thing.
Mhm.
that's how they grew up, these kids.
All right, so I borrowed this movie from the library. When you say that, did you mean you checked it out, or you just walked out with it under your jacket?
Oh my god!
That's not what borrowing means, Gary.
It does. It does. Just I'm never
No.
going to return it. We got a thunderstorm
Whoa.
going on, and the cat hopped up into my lap.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
you know
cute.
it's scary when the kitties don't like it.
My kitty goes apeshit crazy when we have a thunderstorm. She's like Rocket Kitty times 10.
Look, Jodie Whittaker, I like her in this. I liked her in Broadchurch because it's her kid that goes missing in that miniseries, and it's really good.
Buster who?
And she was good as that nurse in that show. Was it called The Truth or something like that?
Trust me.
Trust me, good show. But her performance, first season of Doctor Who, I hated. I hated her performance. I enjoyed 3 episodes, and I had a problem still with each one of them. The clearly obvious anti-Trump when they did it season 2 is just embarrassingly bad. I mean, dealing with the spider things was so dumb. I mean, it's just like, man, what I loved about Doctor Who was how they could work with such a zero budget and just do the coolest, smartest things, and how he would figure things out. He was Columbo. He was Columbo for sci-fi nerds, and that he was always ahead of what was happening, and they just didn't know he was ahead of it. And like one of my favorites still to this day is Tom Baker in The Lighthouse. Good God, that was a really good one.
Oh, here
And
we go.
it's kind of the thing. The library got it back, so you checked it out. Okay.
Good. Nothing illegal
Now,
here.
now we have Tim among us, but he
Yes,
came out at the end of the show. So for that,
There's some pictures of civilian casualties.
Fuck you, Tim.
That's
That's the one he gets when he's so late. Exactly.
what you get when you're late, man. For those of you that don't like this show or the things I have to say about
Listen,
movies,
fuckwad, so you can shut the fuck up, okay?
there you go. There are a few people, I'll get comments every once in a while. I'd like to show if the guy would shut up.
Yeah. What's with all the talking over the movie? It's called a
Yeah.
discussion
Wait.
about a movie.
Show the movie. Show the movie. Stop talking.
It's
Like,
in the description that movie
you
nerds are
know,
talking
you,
about it. I
you
mean,
know, though all those comments are kids from 12 to 14, right?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I read them. I chuckle to myself. Sometimes I respond to them and wait a couple of days and then block them so they
Bad
can
Tim.
get my fucking scathing remark.
bad, Tim.
Oh, gross. No, we talked about that earlier, you know, when you use your money shot, like right at the beginning of the porno. Those guys,
Yeah, that's what
worthless.
Sandra did today.
But in the immortal words of Andrew Dice Clay,
What? You didn't really think we'd kill the fucking koala bear now, did you?
there you go. That's a movie we still need to do. I fucking love that movie. I think one of the reasons I liked that was it was starting to get really stressful with our buildup, and we're getting ready. You know, we're getting ready to go on alert to head over to the Middle East, and that movie came out, and my buddies and I went to go see it at the Base Theater, the Post Theater, and it just lightened the fucking mood. It's not Cassell unless he's insulting the Scottish. Well, like I've always said, a Scotsman's just an Irishman that never learned to swim.
What is this, Anima?
What is what?
What Tim is saying something here.
Weissen from I don't know. It's Vode Weissen Frauen, and I don't know that last word.
Well, I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Oh, here's the turn. It's
What was that last word? How was it spelled? The last word. How was it spelled?
Oh, there. BEI.
BEI.
But Tim gave us the translation here. According to Google, is where the white women at?
What are you guys going on about?
This one.
That makes no sense.
Okay. That's Google translation for you.
Yep. Use it as a dictionary. Don't use it for complete sentences. It's a fuck up.
Did any of you get a tsunami warning recently? Well, I'm in the Midwest, dude. If we get a tsunami warning here, I'm going to really worry.
Yeah, everybody's fucked.
You don't
It's
even
like,
get
hey,
flood warnings where you are.
What about Oklahoma? What about all those states in between us and the coast?
Yeah, there are no more.
They are no longer there, my friend.
Oh, well.
You are now, when Missouri is the fucking coast, that's a scary fucking day.
Yeah. More
Not for
likely
Lex
to
Luthor.
be the East Coast, though. Missouri would rather be East than West Coast.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him now. He is just like militant, and it's frustrating because I think he's a talented actor, and I was kind of looking forward to seeing what he would do, and he's, I guess his career didn't take off the way he wanted to, and he got a chip on his shoulder about Star Wars, and that's what it has now evolved into with him. It's sad. It's fucking sad. Yeah, you're still in New York. That's a coastal state. I'm sorry, Vinkman's girl. Like in the movie Deep Impact. Was it Deep? No, it's the other one. The other asteroid movie.
no, Deep Impact.
Was it Deep Impact? Because the water that was in the Midwest in the movie. It's like that water was coming all the way across the country. Yeah, New York. Anybody in New York would be fucked.
Okay, boss. I think we should wrap the show.
Wrap? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm tired of hanging out with you guys anyway. I got other things I want to do.
Yeah, me
This.
too.
Oh, I had to identify as cranky. My pronouns are gers. Stop talking. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's me today.
I wrote that. That's who I am. That's what I identify as. I'm a cranky old bastard. Curmudgeon.
I'm not old, but definitely cranky today.
But I'm old, but I'm not Ernest Borgnine old.
What's the secret?
I don't dare tell you.
No meat. You don't eat meat.
I masturbate a lot.
Okay, I think.
He doesn't know that his mic is hot and picking up
And
every
you want to
word.
go out on that. You are so fucked up, Harry.
You're noticing?
Way
Okay,
to end the
so-
Friday show.
I have watched the trailer 3 times now for the new Dracula film by Luc Besson, and it's just a remake of Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
I watched it
That's all
too.
it is.
I'm thinking, like, how many times do they have to tell this one story? How many do we have already? Go make something new, vampire. Don't stick to the same old story. It's boring.
Francis Ford Coppola made probably the best Dracula film that'll ever be made.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's an imitation. If you try to do it again after that movie, it's just a bad imitation. What I would like to see is a really good miniseries, not that crap the BBC put out recently. God, that was garbage. You know, I would love to see a direct adaptation of the book.
I didn't like the movie, but I get what they did with Nosferatu, going all dark and changing it. It was a different story. It was too dark for me, and I hated the part where he's not drinking from the neck, but from the chest. I didn't like that.
You didn't like Nosferatu.
Drinking straight from the heart is what he's doing.
It was a little too much into the horror department for me to really enjoy it.
Well, it's a horror story. What do you expect?
I know, but that's not the vampires that I like.
I watched that movie, Bill, and I laughed at it, not because it was funny. I laughed at it because it was so badly made. And I said, Eddie didn't even realize all he did was he remade back Blackula. That's all he did. That's all he fucking did was remade Blackula. And I'm like, you don't even realize you've just made a parody of a movie that was already made in the 70s. So well done, Eddie. Eddie made some really shitty decisions as a filmmaker.
Dr. Dolittle much?
What's that?
Dr. Dolittle?
Oh, I hated his Dr. Dolittle movies.
Dave?
Never seen it.
Nutty Professor. Hated him. And I'm telling you, man, he went downhill until he did a little movie called Daddy Daycare, and I fucking liked that movie.
That was good. The first one.
And Steve Zahn is so fucking good in that movie. He's a Star Trek nerd, and he's so fucking good in that movie.
Oh, man,
I'm a big fan of Steve Zahn. I fucking love that guy. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys.
Bye, everybody.
But yeah, say bye, guys.
Bye.
And I can end.
Welcome